everyone is talking about Taylor Swift.
Right.
I mean, she was up for like 6 awards for the Tortured Poets department,
Yeah.
and it really seemed like it was going to be her year.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's deep dive into this article.
Yeah.
Did Taylor Swift win any Grammy Awards? Pop star Snubbed walks away with 0 awards,
Okay.
and figure out like what happened last night.
So interesting because, on the surface, you see this album like just dominating the charts,
Yeah.
breaking streaming records, and you think, oh, Grammys are going to be a clean sweep.
For sure.
Huh.
Right, and the article even opens with this line, alas, the chairman of the Tortured Poets department went home empty-handed.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
That's funny.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a funny way to put it, but the
Yeah.
humor really does kind of highlight a surprising outcome for a lot of people.
Yeah, totally.
And I think to really understand what happened, we have to look past just the popularity of the album, and dig into how the Grammys actually work.
Okay, so you're saying there's more to it than just who has the most streams and sells the most albums.
I think so.
Help me understand this.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
The Grammys are not just about commercial success. It's a voting process.
Right.
There's a lot of industry professionals,
Yeah.
each with their own tastes and criteria.
Right.
And so, they're often looking for things like artistic innovation,
Yeah.
technical proficiency, songwriting depth,
Interesting.
things like that.
So it's not just like about how many people love a song, it's also about like how the industry perceives the song.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like it's the industry's award show. And so
See what you're saying.
they're weighing different things.
Yeah.
Like if you think about Album of the Year, for example.
Okay.
Beyonce's win was historic.
Yeah, it was.
But her album, it was wildly popular, but it is very different from the Tortured Poets department. And so perhaps voters connected more with a different artistic vision this time around.
Right. And it just makes you wonder what discussions were going on behind those closed doors, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, what were they saying? I mean, you've been following Taylor's career for a long time.
Yeah.
Do you think this was like a total shock, or were there any signs that maybe this wasn't going to be her year?
Yeah, I mean, I think a sweep would have been unlikely given all the different artists that were nominated,
Sure.
But it's definitely interesting, I think, to look back at her past Grammy wins
Yeah.
and see how her work has evolved,
Yeah, for sure. But we also have to talk about that red carpet look. I mean,
Oh my God.
that custom Vivienne Westwood with the beaded T chain.
Amazing.
I mean, she was stunning.
You're just great.
She looked great.
Yeah. Taylor's fashion choices always get people talking.
Always.
Yeah, but while that dress made headlines, let's remember what really matters tonight. It's the music. And she was up against some serious contenders
Oh, yeah, totally.
in some key categories.
Okay, so remind me what she was nominated for.
Yeah, so it was Album of the Year, Best Pop Vocal Album,
Right.
Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Pop Duo Group Performance, and Best Music Video.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's 6 nominations.
Yeah, it is 6. Wow.
And in those categories, you have artists like Beyonce,
Right.
Kendrick Lamar, Lady Gaga, Bruno Mars,
Yeah.
all taking home awards.
And it's amazing to think about all that talent in one room.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Definitely.
Speaking of talent, one moment that really stood out to me was Taylor presenting the award for Best Country Album to Beyonce.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know, it just felt significant, considering her history in that genre.
Oh, totally. There's a beautiful symmetry there, I think.
Yeah.
It speaks to the evolution of both artists. I think
Yeah.
Taylor, with her country roots, presenting to Beyonce, who explored some country influences on her winning album.
And it really shows like how genres are blending more and more these days,
Oh, yeah,
right?
for sure.
Okay, but let's get back to Taylor.
Okay.
The article mentions that she didn't seem upset at all, even clinking glasses with Jay-Z, as Beyonce accepted her award.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it shows a lot of grace.
Yeah.
Whether it's genuine support for another artist
Right.
or just being professional after a loss. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a testament to her character.
it really is. So after this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the takeaway here?
Well, I think it's a reminder that artistic success is multifaceted.
Okay.
Charts and awards are just one measure.
Uh-huh.
Ultimately, Taylor Swift's influence extends far beyond trophies.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, she's a force to be reckoned with,
For sure.
awards or not.
Absolutely.
So here's something I want all of you to think about. What does this tell us about how we define success in music today?
It's a good question.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Of course.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.